everyone, and welcome to River State's Conference Digital Media Day Men's Volleyball Edition. I am Dr. Nguyen Van Falk, and today I am sitting with Midway's Jaden Chinnis, Stephen Tippenhauer, getting ready to discuss the new season, the first ever season of men's volleyball in the River State's Conference. Does it feel any different?
Not at all, to be honest. Same teams, just new conference.
Very similar layout, yes. So you guys are coming into year two with Coach Kennedy Mang. Always, the transition, I know, from one coach to another is always difficult first. So now, how much easier has it been now that you've had that year to kind of adjust?
Honestly, I feel like even in the first year, it was pretty easy to get to know her. She's very open and just a very communicative coach, so it was easy for the jump.
Yeah, she was very welcoming the first year, and now that she, settled in, got some more recruits, she did the same thing, welcomed them in, and it's a good environment.
And I guess schematically, has there been any new adjustments, or is it kind of the same program, the system you guys kind of ran last year?
So we lost about 5 or 6 seniors, I would say, and so but then we also brought in like 5 freshmen. So it's just younger blood, of course, having to get them used to college ball and stuff like that. But besides that, it's, I would say, kind of the same.
Yeah, same really system, stuff like that, and she brought in areas that we needed some improvement on, which I'm very happy about that, and I'm looking forward to what we can do this year.
And how well are the new pieces kind of combining with the pieces who are returning?
I would say pretty well. They all came in and just had this willingness to work and get better every day, and they're just a great group of guys to have around. It's been fun. And
it's nice to have some youth on the team, because we were a pretty older team last year, but this year we have some youth and energy. I think they'll definitely help us be more energized this year.
And so last year obviously that wasn't not the win-loss total. Obviously not what you want. I know the preseason poll wasn't too kind to us. So I guess do you have just sort of like expectations for what you think will be an effective season from a win-loss campaign?
I don't like putting numbers out, to be honest. I've never been that type of person. I just think that, to be honest, all we have to do is believe in ourselves, believe in our play style, and I think all we can do is go up from where we are right now.
Yeah, we can only control what we can do. We can't really control what other people think or say. Half the team's gone, half the team, we got new guys, so we're looking to surprise a few people.
Okay. And how surprised do you think people are going to be within the conference and beyond?
I'm hoping that we can shock a few teams, make them recognize us and say, hey, Midway can play this year.
Okay. Well, I think everyone will be sufficiently trembling in their boots for this upcoming season. But thank you guys for joining us. That's the player portion. The coach portion with Kennedy Mang will begin right now. How's the continuity there? Did I nail it? Okay. We'll edit this conversation out in post. We're joined by Kennedy Mang. It's the coach portion of River State's Conference Men's Volleyball Digital Media Day. Coach, so we talked about this with the players a little bit, but year two, just how well do you feel like things are progressing compared to where they were last season?
Yeah, you only have anywhere to go but up based on last season, and I think a big thing for us last year was defining our culture, how we wanted to carry ourselves on and off the court, and we have a better understanding of our systems and who we want to be as young men, and I have a better idea of what they want to see from the program, so excited to see this year and where we progress.
And kind of to build on that, last year just kind of it was a 2-win campaign. Do you feel like did people stay sort of unified in the vision of everything going to that, and understand that this was just kind of a bump in the road as you try to get things progressing?
I do think we were unified. I think we were also very transparent, player to coach, coach to player, of expectations for one another, what our goals were, because the goal isn't always to win. It's to build culture. It's to be better than we were yesterday. So I'm really excited for this year. We have some new guys coming in that bring a lot of youthfulness, and we have some seniors and juniors in our program who are hungry for a winning season.
And we'll kind of start who do you anticipate being some of the top returning players this season?
I definitely think our 2 senior captains that you met earlier year, Jaden and Steven. They're two big middles for us. Steve, while he's a little on the shorter side, he has hops and he jumps and he's quick and he's really, really smart. I think those will be two guys returning for us. I think another one would be Jaden Alston. He's a senior. I mean, he's just a powerhouse blocker. So I think those three guys in particular will be pretty big for us. And then Jose's kind of the jack of all trades kind of guy. I mean, he was our libero and a setter last year, so I'm excited to see what role he takes on this year. But regardless, you'll be able to hear him. He is always the loudest in the gym. So
can be confirmed from my own research.
Yeah,
and,
you can probably hear him from your office.
from time to time. As far as new players go, I know it seems like they're going to be heavily involved. Who are some either freshmen or incoming transfers that you think are going to be able to contribute?
Yeah,
right
I mean,
away?
our whole freshman class, I would say, is pretty talented, but more importantly, they're good young men. They're just great guys who want to work hard. I would say two in particular. We have Jordan Daly. Again, he's kind of a jack of all trades. Primary setter. He's quick, he's smart, he's hungry to win. We have Lincoln Anderson from Louisville with men's volleyball, being fairly new to the high school circuit. He was able to play some clubs and things like that, and he's extremely talented libero. So.
Okay, and well, as we're talking about this, the season hasn't started. By the time the video is out, you guys will have played the Milligan tournament, at which our record was ding. We'll put that on there with some cool after effects. So just well, starting from there, but then just kind of going forward, what are you expecting out of this team early? What do you feel like are going to be like the biggest strengths and weaknesses the first maybe week or two of the season?
Yeah, I think the uniqueness of men's volleyball is it's such a growing sport, and so you kind of don't know what you're getting from other teams in your first 2 weeks. And so I'm just excited to see our guys develop and be cohesive and work together. I know we can be successful. We're a talented, hardworking team. So we'll see. Okay,
and do you have like sort of a projected win-loss total in mind that you think would be?
I'm not always a betting woman. It depends on the year, to be honest.
Okay.
But this year, I don't have specifically like a record or something I'm looking for, but I do expect us to perform better than last year. And I think we will be set up for success based on just scheduling and the group of guys we have this year.
Okay, and before we sign off, you had mentioned to me that you told me you had what was a real like rib tickling volleyball themed joke that you wanted to tell. Now I view myself more as like a serious newsman, so I don't always go in for this kind of tomfoolery. But I've heard that it's fun to show some personality. So you gave me a copy.
Did I?
Wanted to, and yes.
I don't normally give copies. That's
I know.
That's pretty special.
Yes. But you said this. You said you had a real hilarious volleyball themed joke that you wanted to share with the people.
Yes, of course. So, if the cast of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air started a volleyball team, who would be the defensive specialist?
I don't know, Kennedy. If the cast of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air started a volleyball team, who would be the defensive specialist?
Alfonso Libero.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my editorial break. That is rib tickling. Is all humor always this delightful?
It is.
If so, I should partake more often, but no.
The drier you tell the joke, the better this one is.
Wow. Well, what a fun way to end this episode.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Kennedy, for both your, expectations for the year and really just giving us a hoot and a holler to go out on for this, our first ever River States Conference Men's Volleyball Digital Media Day. We are out of here!